Hey everybody, Bones here, Bones Garage, just bringing you update what's going on at the garage. So, 1997 Land Rover Defender 90. We now have the drivetrain completely painted. It is all ready to go in. We took all of the parts, they're all aluminum. The whole motor is all aluminum. Transmission, all aluminum. Transfer case, again, all aluminum. The inspection cover for the transmission, bracket for the power steering pump, the shifter for the transfer case, and the bracket for the alternator and the compressor. They're all aluminum. And when you leave aluminum uncoated, this is what will happen to it. Right there. That's what it looks like when it's uncoated. This is an older piece, but it was coated and it was just starting to lose its protection. So you could see it was just starting to corrode up here and starting to look like that. So what we did was we take an aluminum blast paint and paint everything. So you spend a day cleaning all the grease and gunk off of it. Then you spend a couple more days getting all the corrosion off of all the parts. And in all these little squares, you got to get all that corrosion out. You got to get all that dirt out. So we spend a few days doing that. Then once that's all done, you degrease everything. So this way the paint will stick. Then you prime it with a high temp self-etching primer. And the self-etching has an acid in it which actually grabs into the aluminum. Then once you do that, you'll put about 2 to 3 coats of primer on it, depending on what it needs. Then you will put 3 to 4 coats of the aluminum paint on top of that. So it's about week and a half to 2 weeks process to get all of this done. All of these pieces, to get them all cleaned, all prepped, and all ready for paint. It takes about 2.5 weeks or so. And the biggest part is all of the cleaning and the prep. And when you do all your cleaning and your prep, look at how nice all of this comes out. Look at how beautiful that paint now looks. There are no fisheyes, no bubbles, no runs. You just have to take your time to do it correctly. If you don't, it will not come out looking as well as it should. And even this is the transmission, and again, look at how nice that paint is. That paint came out beautiful. No drips, no runs, no fisheye, no nothing. And the transmission right now is upside down because we're waiting on the transmission pan, which you can see here. There's the inside of the transmission. We're waiting on the pan to get back from the powder coater. It gets a satin black on it. The transfer case, once again, look at how nice, look at how perfect all that paint comes out. It comes out absolutely beautiful, but you have to spend the time. 90% of painting is preparation work. The last 10% is the actual paint, which is the easy part. Everybody thinks, oh, it's so hard to paint. No, it's not really that hard to paint. It's prepping everything that needs to be painted. That's where the work comes in. That's where you sit there with your finger and you get into all these little cracks, like right over here, and you got to get in there and you got to clean all these little spots, all in these spots, everywhere that needs to be cleaned. I mean, everything needs to be cleaned off, and all of the corrosion, the gunk, the greases, the oils, everything. It has to come off, or you will not get good adhesion on your paint. You'll get fisheyes, you'll have all kinds of issues. So that's why we take the time to spend it doing what we need to do to give the best product we can to make everything as good as possible. So there you go, guys. That's what we're looking like right now. It came out really nice. I'm really, really happy with this. It's just a beautiful, beautiful paint job, and I really like the look of this aluminum paint that we are using. It's a new brand, and it has a much better look. I like that it has that little bit of a semi-gloss sheen to it. It's not a glossy. The old Alumablast we used to use was very glossy, and you can tell it was painted. This doesn't really look as much like it has been painted. So there you go. Alrighty guys, have a good one. Time for me to go, and I will talk to you in a little bit. Have fun. Okay, bye. Oh, by the way, there's the truck. Well, there's the frame of the truck. Yeah, all covered up. Alrighty, again, I will talk to you guys later. Have fun. Okay, bye.